On September 14th, our next guests are launching a new support group called Grieving with Hope. And here to share with us more about this group that wants to extend hope so that life can go on are Carolyn Lawson and Darlene Covert. Ladies, thank you all so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Thank you for
Kind
having
of give
us.
us some background on why you decided this was such an important support group to focus on.
Well, Chris, with the COVID and the experience that we've had in loss, there's just so much need for it at this time, I believe. And I just felt led that it was very important at this time that we offer support.
For those that are going through the
For
grieving
those that
process.
are grieving, yes. And that they would find hope. Grief is so hopeless at times. And what I had learned through previous group is that people need hope, that the grieving process, the pain will lessen, and that they will, once again find reason to go on with life and enjoy it and have joy in life.
Can both of you kind of share your backgrounds as to what led you to this support group?
You know, every time I tell my story, I feel like I give away a little piece of myself. I used to volunteer as a camp nurse at camps so my kids could go to camp free. And at one particular camp that we'd never gone to before, my 13-year-old daughter, Megan, was raped by a camp counselor. So as you can imagine, the trajectory of her life changed. Fast forward to 2006, I was another camp when I had volunteered with the American Lung Association for 10 years. And my phone rang at 5:45 in the morning, and the voice on the other end was her fiance sobbing, saying, "I killed your daughter." And we were talking before, there's always a line in the sand of before and after. And so whether it's murder or suicide or death through cancer or COVID, one of the things that I've found as a believer in Christ is that we can grieve, but we'll grieve with hope so that we can find joy again and we can resume the things that we used to do. It'll never be the same. It'll be a new normal, but we want to be able to share that there's hope.
And that message of hope is the basic message that you want to get out there.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And that is so vitally important in the grieving process, is to maintain that hope through the whole thing. Isn't it?
Yes, yes. I remember when I lost my son, the pain was so great that I went to every grieving program that was available. I needed someone to tell me when I was going to feel like I could breathe without so much pain and without wanting to die, without, giving me a time frame. And of course I learned there is no time frame, but I did find hope. And that was vital to my survival. And, excuse me, and I was able to, with God's help alone, be able, and the grief support group that I attended called the Compassionate Friends, which later I facilitated, there was hope, and hope was so vital and so important. And that's what I want to project in this support group, is there is hope. And through God all things are possible, and He is our comforter, and He said that we need to comfort those as we have been comforted.
And that's exactly what you're hoping to. That's the main mission of this new support group.
That's right.
Tell us how this support group is going to function.
We're going to meet the second and fourth Tuesdays of the month at 6 p.m. from 6 to 8 at Discover Life Church at 408 East Mountain View in Johnson City. And we're inviting all those who have lost a loved one. My past was dealing with the loss of a child, and that was where I had facilitated that. But after I had lost my brother in January to COVID, that kicked the chair out from under me and rocked my world. And I realized then that there are so many that are needing support. So that's what we're there to do, is to invite them to come and let us help support as you find comfort in the group.
I lost my mom in January, and so between us, we've lost both parents, a sibling and a child. I can tell you that the death of a child is unmatched. It's a different kind of grief It's entirely different than the loss of anyone else. But still, the loss is your loss, and how it feels to you and how you perceive it is how you have to walk your life. So we just want to offer some tools that have helped us. We're not professionals. We just want this to be a peer support group. And so it's our hope that we can help share what we've shared with each other and comfort each other.
Help share what we've learned.
Yes.
And share that
and
hope.
share that. And to support and encourage and be, listen with compassion and listen with friendship.
Confidentiality.
And confidentiality
And just
and
be
with
there for
hope.
someone to talk to.
Yes.
Right.
Because other say places, they may have degrees and things of that nature, but not the experience. And there's no greater teacher than experience.
Absolutely. Ladies, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
sharing your stories with us. And thank you for putting together this support group. And we're going to give everyone the information right now. It is the Grieving with Hope support group. It begins September the 14th, the second and fourth Tuesdays each month, 6 to 8 p.m. at Discover Life Church right here in Johnson City.